Everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name's Christina and today I'm doing a update on a bunch of reviews I did. I'm also going to be talking about some products that are new to my collection that haven't been working for me. Just overall catching you guys up on what I've been trying in my makeup collection. So before I jump into all of the little mini reviews on all of these new products in my collection, definitely make sure to hit that subscribe button. I upload on Mondays, Wednesday, and Friday at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard. So if you like makeup videos, project panning videos, or anything like that, definitely make sure to hit that button. And now let's get into the little mini reviews. So I first want to start out, I think this was my most recent review. This is the Covergirl Clean Fresh Skin Milk Foundation. I did a wear test with this guy, and in my review I was neutral almost. I enjoyed it. I thought it looked good on the skin, and the more I've used it now, I do enjoy this product. I don't think it's the best product I've tried from Covergirl, and I don't think it has an overwhelmingly positive feeling in my stomach. It doesn't make my heart sing as much as other products have. The main thing that I find with this, and like the major con for me, is if you use it with a damp sponge, it will create these little dots all over your skin that almost look like SPF buildup. It's really, really bizarre. So I find the only way I can use this is with a brush rather than with a damp sponge. I don't know what it is. When it touches liquid, it reacts really weird. So I don't know if it's one of the ingredients in here. I know a lot of other people have not enjoyed the scent of this as much. It doesn't really bother me personally. I've heard a lot of people say it smells like popcorn. It doesn't smell like popcorn to me, but again, if you are scent sensitive, this would be another con. Overall, I think after trying it a little bit more, I still like this. I have been reaching for it. I don't wear it on its own too much. You guys know I'm a huge foundation mixer overall. There's very few products that I put on my face that I don't mix with something. If I don't mix it, then it's phenomenal. I'm wearing the Joah BB cream on my face, and I don't mix in anything with this guy. It's beautiful and affordable, and unfortunately this doesn't quite match up to the Joah BB cream in my opinion, but it's not bad. I think it's worth a try if you're interested. I don't know how good it would be on oily skin because it did get a little shiny on me in like around my nose area, which is my problem area for shininess, but not bad, not great. I think I'm still overall neutral. Definitely don't recommend to use with anything damp because it just creates weird white dots all over your face, which is really bizarre, but overall not bad. It's really natural, really light. Not overly impressed, also not too disappointed either. Pretty neutral. Second product is another foundation. This was another review I did pretty recently, and this is the Milani Screen Queen Foundation. Now this foundation claims to be something that is supposed to help your skin against the blue light. I was intrigued by that because you guys know I spend a lot of time. I am obviously doing YouTube videos 3 times a week. I also stream on Twitch 3 times a week. So I'm in front of a computer screen a lot. I have my devices in my hand a lot because I answer all of the comments. I try to answer as many comments as I possibly can. I'm on Instagram a lot. Like basically a lot of my work is done on a computer, so that's why I was interested in this. Overall, I feel pretty neutral about this one. I've been mixing this in with my Clinique foundation, which is in my project pan, and they work really, really well together if you don't mix too much. I've noticed that if I mix too much of this in any foundation, this does something weird and it clumps with another foundation. So I haven't quite found a good mixing agent with this guy, but on its own it does get rather shiny on me around, again, my nose area, which is the problem area. But I don't mind this one. I prefer this one over the Covergirl one still because it does provide a little bit more coverage. I think it looks really pretty on the skin. It does get oilier, but I don't know. I feel just neutral about both of these foundations. I probably need to start wearing this one a little bit more to get a better idea of what mixes well with it, because I find that this one just gets really heavy with certain mixes, which the Clinique foundation is heavy on its own. I'm pretty sure I've mixed this one also with the Covergirl and it didn't work at all. I ended up having to wash my face when I did it that way, so I need to find a better mix, but I think this would be a really nice mixing foundation if I can figure out which one it would work with. Pretty neutral in this one. Don't think you really need it. Think you could live without it, and also the blue light filter technology, I don't really know if it helps any, so there's no real way to test the ultimate claim on this. This third one is one that I haven't done a review on. This is actually something I received from Influencer forever ago, and I've used it a handful of times, and this is one of the products that I just want to put out there. It does not work for me. It does not work. It looks awful on my skin. And this is the Pat McGrath Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Foundation. Again, this was sent to me. Pat McGrath is not cruelty free, but it was sent to me from Influencer. And I don't like this foundation at all. like at all. It looks really, really bad on dry skin. If you have dry skin, highly recommend never touching this. Don't come near it. Your skin will look like crocodile skin. So unfortunately, that's my review. Because it looks so bad on my skin, I can't tell if it wears like for a long time. I can't, like, it just looks so bad that everything else beyond that doesn't even matter. So do not recommend this for dry skin. I don't know if it would do okay on oily skin or not, but I just don't like this foundation. I don't feel like it gives enough coverage. I don't think it does anything for your skin. It just kind of looks cracked and dry and just not great. So don't recommend this one. It's very, very expensive because obviously it's Pat McGrath, and the only redeeming factor I could say is the packaging is really nice. Like, the packaging is really, really pretty. Has a nice pump, nice lid. Overall packaging is great, but product, nah. Next product is one that I purchased recently, and I told you guys I would update you guys. In my Shop My Stash, I put it in for the month, and it's the J-Cat Staysurance Water Sealed Zero Smudge Concealer. And this guy has been such a headache for me because I've been wanting to like it. I have been using concealer more often lately because I just am not getting much sleep with everything going on. Last week I was dog sitting and I got no sleep, so I wanted to like this guy because it's supposed to be smudge proof, and that is phenomenal. I was having really, really bad allergies and my eyes were watering and it was just creasing under my eyes and into my lids. It looked so garbage under my eyes. Actually, it looked garbage anywhere that I tried to put this on my face. I once tried to put it on my jawline to like to carve it out. I was like, well, maybe, because I tried it under my eyes and it looked awful under my eyes. I was like, well, maybe it's just not good for under the eyes, so let me try it on other parts of my face. Garbage. It was awful. I put it under my nose to try and conceal the redness on like low makeup days. Awful. It just looks so bad, and I had such high hopes for this because it just, I wanted it to work, because if it was waterproof and good, then that's great. That means, you know, long-lasting staying power would be wonderful for an affordable price, but it just doesn't. It makes my skin look, again, like crocodile skin. It's like it sits in between the lines of my face that I didn't even know were there. Like, I feel like my face is moisturized, and this somehow just sits weird on everything. Like, it almost dries to like a powdery finish, so then it just like kind of clumps in like little tiny lines all over your face. It dries down, doesn't move. So, I mean, it is smudge proof to a point, but like it doesn't look good. Like, it doesn't blend into the skin in any way. I don't know. It's like you could just see concealer everywhere, and every time I use this I would end up having to wash my face, because even if I put this on under my foundation, the foundation then wouldn't sit on top of it. It would just smear in areas, so there'd be like a line of demarcation on my face where the concealer and the foundation didn't mesh. And if I did it the other way, it would do the same thing. It would move my foundation. So I don't recommend this guy, unfortunately. I'll probably end up having to declutter him because I don't know how I'm going to use this. I've tried it as an eyelid primer and it doesn't work that way. It just does not look good anywhere on my face, unfortunately. There's so much product in here on... Dang it. Just don't recommend. Don't recommend the J-Cat Staysurance Concealer for dry skin. Maybe if you have oily skin and you've tried this, let us know in the comments if it worked for you. But dry skin girls or combo, I have more combo skin, don't recommend. Don't recommend. Just if you see this and you're intrigued, just put it back. Put her back. Next item is an item that's in my project pan right now. I've actually had it for a while, but I was thinking about it this morning and I was like, you know what? I have some thoughts on this guy. So this is the Pacifica Crystal Dew Setting Spray. This is with rose quartz and flower extract. And I just want to say that, like, again, I don't think this does anything. Like, it smells nice, it feels moderately okay on the skin, but like, I don't think it does anything. It doesn't seem to set down my powder anymore. It doesn't seem to help with the longevity of my makeup, and it like feels okay. The scent of it is actually very intense in my opinion and has given me headaches on occasion. So it's supposed to be for all skin types, but I think it's because it doesn't do anything. Like, I don't think it does it. Like, what is the purpose of this? What does it even say? Don't have a makeup meltdown. We have your back and your beautiful face. Yeah, it's supposed to, it doesn't help your makeup stay any longer. Like, this is in my project pan. Once it's gone, I'm not repurchasing it. I don't really recommend it. I'm very hesitant about a lot of setting sprays. I don't find that most of them really do anything for the skin or for your makeup longevity, so I think I'm kind of phasing these out as well. Yeah, I don't recommend this one. Next product that I've tried recently and I hated it was this. This is the e.l.f. Hydrating Face Primer, and I was hoping this would kind of be like the J-Cat H2O primer, and it's not, unfortunately. This feels like straight silicone slip on your face. Nothing stuck to this. I don't know, maybe I put too much on when I used this, but not only did it kind of slip my makeup around and just I could feel it on my skin. I don't like the way this feels on my skin. It never felt like it sunk in. It never felt like it was really like gripping anything to my face. It just kind of felt silicone-y and I didn't like it. I also got major breakouts, like little tiny breakouts everywhere that I put it. So it clogs my pores, unfortunately, and I just feel like it made my makeup look so much worse. If you guys remember, I've mentioned in a few videos that I've had really bad makeup weeks for the last couple of weeks. It's because I've been trying a slew of these products, and that's why a lot of these just ended up not working for me. And it's like I wanted all of them to work really well. This is one of them. The e.l.f. Hydrating Face Primer just doesn't work for my skin type. I know a lot of people, I think, said they really like this, but I just couldn't figure out a way to get this on my skin and make it feel like it was staying there. I think the only thing I could have done is like put this on and put a powder over it, but that seems kind of weird too. So not a fan, unfortunately. And unfortunately, the next product is also from e.l.f., which you guys know my holy grail primer is an e.l.f. primer, but these two e.l.f. primers that I'm mentioning, don't recommend. And this one is controversial. So the second e.l.f. primer that I'm mentioning is the Poreless Putty Primer. So many people say that this one is like the Tatcha one, and I've used it just a little bit. As you can see, there's a small dip. I haven't really broke the surface too much. I traveled with this over Christmas and I used it then, and every time I used it, it broke me out. Like the little tiny itty bitty pimples in every single pore where this touched. It broke me out so incredibly bad. Now on the skin, I think it did look really nice, but I don't know, there's an ingredient in here that clogs my pores and causes me to have little tiny breakouts. So unfortunately, I don't want to use this because of that. I think overall it did create a really flat, even canvas before I put on my makeup, but then the after effects aren't worth it to me to have that because I don't have that bad of an issue with my pores. I do have large pores, but I don't really mind them anymore. And I just couldn't get on board with this. I felt like it was making my pores worse. I felt like it was clogging them way more, which is bad if you have clogged pores just generally. So I don't recommend this. I know that's really controversial because this got so much hype, which is why I wanted to try it, but it just didn't wow me in that regard. Well, I guess it kind of did. It wowed me in the sense that it does do what it says it's gonna do, but it clogs my face, so it's not worth it. Don't come for my face or I will get mad. And the last product that I want to talk about is a new product, and it's skincare actually, and it's from Physicians Formula, and this is their new 24 karat gold collagen moisturizer. And I needed a moisturizer and I was curious to try another drugstore one, see how it was. I hate this. I hate this moisturizer so much, and it's unfortunate because I'm still gonna finish it. I don't feel like it really moisturizes my skin at all. It just kind of feels like I'm putting a slick of nothingness on it. I wake up and my face feels more dry than if I don't use this. What the F? Second thing I hate about this is it smells like flippin' Play-Doh. Well, typically, I don't mind the scent of Play-Doh. I don't want it on my face. It makes me feel like a prepubescent child, and then it doesn't do anything. So I just have Play-Doh on my face all night. The other thing that I don't like about this is it also breaks me out. It like breaks me out in more than just like little tiny pimples like the other ones does. Like I was getting full on pimples. I don't get pimples that often, so I can't use this. I'm gonna have to use this on like my arms or on my legs or somewhere else because it is not going on my face anymore. I don't like this, and it sucks because I love Physicians Formula and I like trying new things, but once you start breaking my face out, we over. We're breaking up. It's never gonna happen. So don't recommend this either. Again, it's new from Physicians Formula, unless you really, really enjoy the scent of Play-Doh. And if you don't have super dry skin, it may be okay. It also has little gold flecks in it, which gold literally does nothing for your skin, so it's just a ploy. They could have left it out and I probably would have been okay. I just kind of wanted to try a new drugstore moisturizer, and this is the one that caught my eye because, you know, shiny packaging. But yeah, unfortunately, didn't impress me in any regard at all. So that, guys, is the wrap up of all of the new products that I've tried, and basically all of them are products that didn't really work for me, unfortunately. And yeah, this is my kind of wrap up mini review of this. I know I feel like this is kind of a negative video for a Monday. Didn't really mean it that way. It's just a lot of this didn't work out for me in the way that I wanted it to, but you know, not every product you try is going to be holy grail. Not every product you try is going to be great, but I thought this would be useful and interesting to you guys, so hopefully you guys liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up down below. Also, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you would like to see more from me, and hopefully that means I will see all of you guys in my next video. Bye!